So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create personalized marketing emails with customers' data using AI agent. So I am an owner of an e-commerce store. In my Google Sheets, I keep the record of the customers who have done a purchase in my business, in which I add their name, email address, the product that they have purchased, the last date that they have purchased with all the other details. Now over here what I want is that as soon as I'm going to add in the new customer's data, for that customer according to the last purchase, I want to create a marketing email, a personalized marketing email. And doing that manually is a very time consuming and hectic task because I have many customers in my business. So to automate this entire process, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills. Now as soon as I'm going to add the data of the new customer in my Google Sheets, automatically an AI agent is going to generate as the email as well as the subject of the email. As the email body and the subject is going to be generated by our AI agent, automatically a draft of that email is going to be created in my Gmail account so that I can review the email and send it directly towards my customer. So now if you want to learn the entire process of how you can create this amazing AI agent without need of any coding and programming skills, for that simply let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to personalize marketing emails with customer data using AI agent. So as an owner of an e-commerce business, I focus on sending personalized emails that match each customer's interest. I use Google Sheets to store details of customers' name, past purchase, preferred product categories. Then I use an AI agent to read the data and generate personalized email content based on each customer's profile. To make the process more efficient, I've set up an automation that creates a draft automatically in my email directly on my Gmail account with the customer's name, product suggestions, and tailored messages. This let me review the email if needed before sending and saves me time while keeping my outreach personal and relevant. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this amazing AI agent works in real time, okay? I am going to add the data of a new customer details over here in my Google Sheets, and after that, I'm going to check whether automatically a new draft has been created in my Gmail account or not, okay? So first, let us add the data of the new customer over here in my Google Sheets. So you can see I've added the data of the new customer right here. The name is new account, email is new@pabblytudes.com. The product purchase is charcoal face mask. Last purchase was on 16th of June 2025. Location is Indore. Customer type is a returning customer. Discount is NGS35. Over here you can see as I've done that in front of you, the email status is updated over here as created. As the email status updated over here as created, I'm going to open my Gmail account and refresh this from here. You can see automatically a new draft has been added over here in my Gmail account. Revitalize your skin with our charcoal face mask. Hi new account, we hope you're enjoying the benefits of our charcoal face mask purchased back in June. It's always a pleasure to connect with our returning customers like you from the vibrant city of Indore. Your skin deserves some extra love, so why not treat yourself with another round of pampering? As a thank you for being a loyal customer, we would like to offer you a special discount. You can use the code NST35 for 35% off on our next purchase. Don't miss out the chance to elevate your skin routine with our natural products. Warm regards, demo user, Natural Glow Skincare. You can see right over here, automatically a draft has been created over here in my Gmail account for the customer whose data we have added in our Google Sheets. So this is how this amazing AI agent works in real time, and we are going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. Then you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, we have to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a new workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. Firstly, it is asking for the workflow name, which is going to be AI agent to personalize marketing emails with customer data. Okay, so this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the AI agents folder. And then I'm going to click on this create button right over here. The new workflow has been created successfully in our Pabbly Connect account, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. Why am I selecting my trigger application as Google Sheets? So that whenever I'm going to add the data of a new customer in my Google Sheets right over here, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of my customer's details. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as Google Sheets. And the trigger event over here is going to be new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, I'm going to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Okay. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I want to connect to Pabbly Connect. Okay. So now to connect this spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect, from the panel, go to extensions, add-ons and get add-ons option right over here. This window is going to appear in front of you, on which on the search bar, I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay. So here you can see this is the Pabbly Connect webhooks. I'm going to select it. And you can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks. So I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do that so that we can build a connection between Pabbly Connect and our Google Sheets. After installing, go back and refresh the spreadsheet from here. After refreshing the spreadsheet, go back to extensions and now you can see this option that is Pabbly Connect webhooks. Click on it. From the drop down, select this option that is initial setup. Then this initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. For the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. For the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. In this spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be column G because as soon as I'm going to add this discount code, the entire row's data is going to be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So for my trigger column, I'm going to write it as column G and click on this submit button right over here. And it says setup configured successfully. Now I'm going to go back. The steps that I'm going to tell you right now is super important. So please do not forget to follow them. Go back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now from the drop down, select this option that is send on event. It is mandatory to click on send on event because as soon as we're going to add the new data in the spreadsheet is going to collect the new data and send it towards this webhook URL. That is our workflow right over here. Okay. That is why it is mandatory to click on send on event. Now you can see right over here, Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, now I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. It says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Sheets is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the data of the new customer details in the spreadsheet right over here. And after that, I'm going to check automatically the trigger captures the response of the new data been added or not. Okay. So I'm going to add the data of the new customer right over here in the spreadsheet. As I've done that, you can see I've added the data of the new customer right over here. The full name is best customer, email is best@pabblytudes.com, product is rose water toner, the last purchase date is 22 of June 2025, location Bhopal, customer type it's a new customer, discount code is GLOW10 right over here. As I've added the data of the new customer in the spreadsheet, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. And yes, you can see the response has been captured in my trigger. The product name is Rose Water Toner, location Bhopal, the date name is best customer, email best@pabblytudes.com. This is the code and the customer type is new. Okay. So as now the response has been captured over here in my trigger, this means that Google Sheets is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step right here. Now, as we have the data over here in our trigger of our customer, using the details, I want an AI agent to generate the personalized email. And for the AI agent, I am using OpenAI right over here. But if you want, you can select different AI agent according to your business requirements. Okay. So now let us set up our action step, in which for my action application, I'm going to select over here as OpenAI. An action event over here is going to be ChatGPT. And and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, and then it is asking for the token using which we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To have the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. The API keys page of our OpenAI account is then going to appear in front of you. And now to generate a new token, click on this create new secret key button right here. It is asking for the name of the token, for which I'm going to give over here the name as new. Okay. For the project, I'm going to select the default project. Permissions, you have to select it as all. And then I'm going to create the token from here. The token is generated. Copy it from here and paste this token in this field and click on this save button right here. OpenAI is connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, firstly, it is asking for me to select the AI model. For the AI model, I'm using GPT-4o Mini. But if you want to use any other AI models, you can definitely select it from the drop-down according to your business requirements. After that, over here, it is asking for the prompt. What is a prompt? Prompt is a text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt over here, we have to exactly mention what we want and do not want from this AI agent to generate the content of. So over here for the prompt, I'm going to write it as... So you can see right over here, this is the prompt that I've entered right here, okay? So you can see it says, you are a professional email copywriter for a skincare brand called Natural Glow Skincare. Using the customer details below, write a personalized marketing email in 2 short paragraphs. The email should include a friendly greeting with customer's full name, a mention of product that they have purchased, a warm follow-up based on the last purchase date, a note about the location if naturally fits, a sentence that matches the customer's type, new returning VIP, if a discount code is available, included in a strong call to action. Customer details, I have to enter all the details right here. Also generate a short, attention-grabbing subject line based on the customer's product type or discount offer. Do not include the email address in the email body. Sign off the email as warm regards, demo user, Natural Glow Skincare. Do not add anything extra like JSON. So what is this 2 line that I've mentioned right here? I want the subject as well as the email body, both of them, okay? Now I want the subject and the email body separated over here. And if I do not add this line of JSON right over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to receive the subject and the email address clubbed together in one single content. I do not want that. I want the subject as well as the email body separated from each other in the response. For that, we have to have a response in a JSON format, and I've entered the example JSON right over here how I want it. I want the subject like this, the subject, body, and the body right over here in this manner. I want the response. So if you also want a response in a JSON format, you can copy this line over here from the workflow link that I've added. You can find the step, copy this line from here and add it in your prompt as well, okay? And you will get the JSON response, okay? Now over here it is asking for the data of my customer's details. Now for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on this step, the previous response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear. It is asking for my customer's full name, and this is the customer for which I want to generate the marketing email. So I'm going to select the data of the name of my customer from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the email address, I'm going to map the data of the email address right here. For the product purchased, I'm going to map the data of the product. Last purchase date, I'm going to map the data of the date right over here. For the location, I'm going to map the data of the location right over here. For the customer type, I'm going to map the data of the customer type right over here. So this is the customer type. For the discount, I'm going to map the data of the discount. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to simply click on this Save and Send Test Request button right here. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response, in which I've received the subject and the body of the email. Subject is refresh your skincare routine with our rose water toner. Okay, this is the subject. You can see it is a very attractive subject. And the email body is, hello best customer, we hope this email finds you well. We have noticed that it's been a little while since you have treated yourself with our refreshing rose water toner back on June 22nd. Living in beautiful Bhopal must have you soaking up the sun, so your skin deserves a little extra love. As a new member of our Natural Glow Skincare family, we are excited to have you with us and want to ensure you continue enjoying our products. To help you keep the radiant glow going, we are offering exclusive 10% off discount with the code GLOW10. Simply use it at checkout to bring your skincare routine to next level. Don't miss out, your skincare journey deserves it. Warm regards, demo user, Natural Glow Skincare. Okay, you can see automatically the body as well as the subject of the email has been generated by my AI agent right here. So as now the subject and body has been generated by my AI agent, I want to add this body and a subject and create it as a draft in my Gmail account. For creating the draft, I'm going to add an action step over here in this workflow, in which from action application, I'm going to select it as Gmail. As in my Gmail account, I'm going to create a new draft. Action event is going to be create draft, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this connect with Gmail button right over here. Then it is asking for me to choose an account. Which account do we want to connect to Pabbly Connect? So this is the account. I'm going to select it from here. After that, it is asking for the permission for this account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right over here. As I've done that, you can see I've successfully authorized Gmail to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, firstly it is asking for the email subjects. For the subject of my email, I'm going to map the data of this subject that has been generated. For the recipient email address, what is this? Email address for which we are going to create the draft. So for the recipient email address, I am going to map the data of the email address of my customer right over here from the Google Sheet step. Then it is asking for the CC and the BCC, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. Then it is asking for the from in which email address are we creating this draft, and this customer is going to receive the email. So this is the email address. I'm going to select it from this drop down right here. And then it is asking for the sender's name. For the sender's name over here, I'm going to write it as Team Natural Glow Skincare. Okay. So this is the name of the sender. You can see right over here. There is no reply to. So I'm going to skip the part. Email content type is plain. So I'm going to select it as plain. You can also use HTML by generating the HTML body over here in this AI step right over here. Okay. And select the content type as HTML. For the content, I'm going to map the data of the generated content right over here. There is no signature. So I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the label ID. So in my Gmail account, I have created a label over here in the name of AI generated email. And in this label, I'm generating all the drafts right over here. So for the label, I'm going to select it as AI generated emails right here. It is asking for the file name and the attachment, which I do not want. So I'm going to skip the part and simply click on this save and send test request button right over here. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my Gmail account and refresh this page from here, you can see a new draft has been created in my Gmail account for best@pabblytudes.com. You can see this is the same customer right over here. And there's the same email, the subject and the email that was generated by my AI agent has been created as a draft automatically in my Gmail account. Now what I can do is, as the draft is created, I can review it and simply send it from here directly. Okay. So as now the draft has automatically been created right over here. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add another action step in this workflow that I'm creating. And now I'm going to select my action application over here as Google Sheets. Why am I adding this action step of Google Sheets? Because in the spreadsheet, I have created a row in the name of email status. And as the email has been successfully created, the draft has been created in my Gmail account, I want to update the status over here as created, so that my team can have a knowledge that a draft has been created successfully. Okay. So that is why I'm going to update this row with the status as created right here. And for that, I'm going to select my action event over here as update row. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. And then I'm going to simply click on this save button right over here. It is asking for me to select the spreadsheet first, for which I'm going to select it as customers details. So for the spreadsheet, I'm going to select it as customer details right over here. Then it is asking for me to select the sheet, for which I'm going to select it as sheet 1 right here. It is asking for the row index. So for the row index, I'm going to map the data of this row index right over here that I've received in the previous Google Sheet step. Do I want to update the full name or all the other details? No, I just want to update the status over here, for which I'm going to write over here as created as the status and simply click on this save and send test request button. I have received a response, which is a positive response, and in my spreadsheet you can see the status is automatically been updated over here as created. Okay, so now as I've done that, you can see automatically this AI agent has been created using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, the trigger is Google Sheets new or updated spreadsheet row. Now as soon as I'm going to add the data of the new customer details in the spreadsheet, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Using the customer details, an AI agent that is OpenAI ChatGPT is going to generate as the subject of the email with the body of the email as well. As the subject and the body has been created automatically using the details, we are going to create a draft in our Gmail account. Why am I creating a draft? Because it is an AI generated content, and if I want to make any changes in the AI generated content, as I've created a draft, I can first review the thing and then forward it as an email to my customer directly. Okay. So with the help of Gmail create draft, I have created the draft of the generated content. And as the draft has been created using this step, automatically in my Google Sheets, I have added this row of email status. I've automatically updated it as created using Google Sheets update row. And in this manner, I have created this amazing AI agent to personalize marketing emails with customers' data using Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.